It gave me some kind of error message and then cut off.
Well, as you say, you told me to get in Tyler, beat Tyler ass. I think we did that.
You did.
Beat that nigga to submission. I didn't told y'all I was gonna run man on him. He wasn't gonna be able to do all that gay shit. Niggas just be running dumbass cover 3 zone and just leaving Julio one-on-one down the field. He gonna win them damn catching animations, especially when he in the zone. Free AV.
They be free. He on the phone with Big Ben right now, saying, "I need you to learn how you handle this situation."
Yeah, people do this shit when you change it, man. Go from attacking to whatever, your damn lineup. Shit.
The new one come out soon, don't it?
Yeah, like it come out soon. It come out like they gonna come out like October.
I can't believe 2K already out. I thought 2K always come out in October. Maybe the season starts in October.
Season starts in October, and then the game generally comes out like September. You know how these sports teams, they generally come out. Well, the American sports teams, they generally come out like a month before the actual season starts.
This is true.
They come out during the preseason, get niggas excited. Niggas be going crazy over the 2K, just to be disappointed that the shit the same as last year.
Ooh, Danny beat Don Bauer.
No, Lord, where Rory at? We need Rory with another clip of the day. But goddamn, Rory, you finished that nigga.
That shit was funny as fuck.
And this is a lot on pro people. That was by far the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy
shit. $25 million cap.
Who?
Alexander Crane.
Probably because he done traded fucking Von Miller and Noah Fant and all. Well, I think he took out Von. He done traded like all. He traded them rookies. You know, rookies got a high cap hit when, especially in their rookie first year.
He did trade Von Miller too. So.
Did he trade for him? I couldn't remember if he kept him or not. And then he got rid of Bradley Chubb too. And he traded, and then he got what's called Byron Jones, and I know he probably got a contract. But they ain't got a penalty for it though. I just ain't got a cap limit in space right now because I can't re-sign my 2 people I want to re-sign now, which are one of my backup running backs and one of my backup safeties. They both got star development, but I ain't gonna be able to afford them right now, it looks like.
I got a $15 million cap penalty.
What's my cap penalty?
Oh, like 320,000.
I ain't really trading nobody. I just ain't got no cap space. The only thing I traded was draft picks to get the King Grant, and then I traded a cornerback that wasn't getting paid much.
I was gonna say, damn, Max.
Oh yeah, especially when you traded Bobby Wagner, he'd have really been absolutely destroyed the cap penalties.
Like $6 million or something.
So you might, because I know Bobby Wagner's like almost a $30 million cap penalty. I want to trade Melvin Gordon, but that's a 20. That's gonna be eating a damn $26 million penalty. I don't believe it. So I don't know. I want to do it, but I don't think it's gonna be. I would love to trade him for Alvin Kamara because that would fit my team perfectly. But can't afford that cap penalty. You know, I have to turn around and re-sign Kamara in like a year.
Yeah, big money.
So I had to pay about 60 mil to re-sign old Mr. I'm always hurt Gordon, but I want to hold out and get some money. I understand why he want to hold out, but nigga. Kind of doing that on the wrong team because they got some running backs that can work for them in their system. Phillip Rivers gonna dink and dunk to the running backs all damn game long, no matter who it is.
All right.
Take it higher, that's a god. And I'm a heart, no, I give it all I got. For the walk, talk the talk, take it higher, that's a god.
Now you just gonna fuck around and make his value literally useless.
GPS another loss, GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Vision on 2020.
Or to my hell on screen, man, that bitch is still alive.
Jamel Hill, she ain't fired from whatever job she had.
She be on CNN all the time now. I don't know what the fuck. She like got like her own like radio shit now too. She up here right now with talking with Don Lemon about Antonio Brown shit. I think she worked for like the Atlantic or whatever.
California said we paying the athletes.
Yup. I don't give a fuck. As long as we get a college football game, so they do that shit, I'll take DMX, they can kick rocks. I'm gonna be on college football all damn time. And if they do bring like the college football, they need to make that shit where they get like 30, you get 30-man dynasties, not the 12 shit. Or 16, wherever the shit was out before the damn shit died.
I think it was 12.
Yeah, it was like 12, I think, yeah. Yo, Thibaut Courtois about to fuck around and be ended up on the fucking goddamn boat out of damn Madrid. Fuck, this ain't gonna give it some bullshit ass goals or some dumb shit. Looking like this nigga when he played with fucking, who was in the motherfucking Champions League and played them niggas, that shit was, they beating everybody. Wow, of course it's a time, man. So Jamal Hill, bitch, ruined her career just so she can talk shit about Trump. I did, because you can talk shit about Trump. She can't, you got whatever you want for a motherfucking public ass man network. Can't be doing all that shit, girl.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My journey cold as shield. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real.
feet longer than the last hour at work.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking out.
That's how you play.
In the prison claiming his innocence. Commonly, I'm the greatest rapper in the sense. But then they come and see I'm still guaranteeing my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet his best is opening. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got the chakras open.
Your safety at the line at linebacker spot.
Now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions.
Get a lot of tackles.
Daily manifesting on my premonitions.
Yourself wide open on
best
the pass.
To keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing.
All right.
On that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
Shoot that Harrison Smith, this would have been done. The deed would have been
Appreciate
done.
you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
The only person to beat them so far this year.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Drop in.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh, wow. Kareem Hunt isn't already in the end zone. That's nice.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one's on Garrett Bradbury, the first center taken back in April's draft.
Sometimes you just don't touch anything. You think you'll just hand it off, or you hold X and hand it off, and they don't.
Okay.
Second down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside.
Boy, stuff on Diggs.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Yo, boy, shoot. Still
good. Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Yeah.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
He thought he had the base drop.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will take over
Trying
at
to,
the
like,
30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They're going to be doing nothing, He be dropping them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That's highly questionable. I ain't going to decline it. I ain't going to decline it.
Check, 40. Here we go, 48.
I ain't going to.
Here we go,
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Lock to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yep.
And they're well past
the blitz for the first
just
time
a
all
yard
game,
or two
and
shy
the
of the
biggest
40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke.
Let me get back there. Who is that? Danielle Hunter?
Back right around the 48-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
For his 11th.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I can't in her mouth. It was a crisis. Okay, I see what
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check 55. Come on. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
On the delay, here's Hunt. A beautiful fake. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one who goes out on the field and says, "Let's settle for 3," except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, "Yeah, let's get 3, right?"
Not one that I've ever met.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, D. Out. He's coming. Double up. 61. Matchbox light.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
After the goddamn team's tired.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
16 yards. That's good.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, we get that school. Getting breaks.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
you don't need to know.
He looked like one of those guys.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Keep your ass in bounds, Smith.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Go for it. I might just keep it sneaky.
I might just come out here and I'm gonna run the freeze. Get him to jump offside.
Let's go, D. 51 to Mike, boys. Rip left, rip left. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Fake field goal.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Plus, I'm going to get the ball after half. So.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Please.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Dig the feeling. Dig the
This will
feeling.
probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Two. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
So he'll keep it on the ground again here.
Uh-oh, Dalvin Cook breaking tackle.
Certainly looked
got a
like
face
it.
mask.
Indeed,
Okay.
here come the flags.
She's gonna put me in
We
free
looked at
range.
each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Just a tragedy. Just a tragedy.
This is pretty tragic. I'm about to see if I can really hit this. If I can't, okay, I can hit it. I can possibly hit it. If this is going to be like completely out of the realm of me making it, I'll go to a fake.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You could still be wrong.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check tight.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
I got on the outside.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly
face mask
here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run, this is Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Probably would have had him.
Jake Bunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know
crazy
where we
is
are.
I did a
but
rush
sometimes
outside.
that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's run this bad Larry right here. Yeah. Ooh.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Oh, my God.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Clock now on first down. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Hunt.
Come on, man.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
80 weapons. Black 5-4. Come on, D.
Block again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, pick that off, Sean Williams. You right there, my guy.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You still going out the shot, bitch.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
My fucking
and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down.
Let's go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Lock going to throw.
Let's go. Oh, please don't call me for PI. Please don't call me for PI. Damn it!
4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there.
Fuck me on that throw.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he is into
and then he scored a touchdown.
For a Denver touchdown.
All right,
Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year.
I have to get my boys ready.
As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Offense been stagnant.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold in right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
Yes.
Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No problem, my guy. Let's see here. I'm going to call this. Might be a last play right now. The $80 one, nigga, you don't need this shit for Black Ops 4.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Incomplete. Right side to Cook.
Oh, my God.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, but I was saying he gets a couple first downs with Kareem Hunt, so it's fucking ball game.
Yes, I'm definitely going for it. I was thinking find something that I feel comfortable with.
You won't run it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Quaker Omaha. Check 15. Protein spill. Check 9.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins to throw it. And this will take it in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing is Cousins.
Come on, man.
Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem
Jackson. Not even remotely where I told you to throw the ball.
Right around the 25. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's like that right there. Nigga, how did that nigga go right up the middle on me?
Before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. From the gun on third down, Locke.
Let's go, Trey Waynes.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Yes, ma'am.
Picked up by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You get notifications about my remaster theme shit.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
How does
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see. We come out and miss him.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Cousins on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right.
Shit!
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey
God
Legion.
damn it.
And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Called the wrong goddamn play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Fuck it, let him score.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard.
Did you see how
or two
fast
shy
he
of the
changed
10.
direction? Like,
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
How the fuck are you able to change that?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
And he got the first.
But
wow.
He did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
You can do all this fucking loss. Yeah, by 1 point. Kirk throw that fucking interception on that one play. I had Thielen beat on the inside. It was like he lobbed it up. I told him to bullet pass it, and it's like he lobbed it, and it floated up there too long. If he would have put some zip on the ball,
pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Y'all threw 3 picks? What fucking?
So for Denver, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get.
It's crazy. I'm able to hold Zeke, but I can't hold Kareem Hunt. Don't make no sense.
Yep.
Oh well.